Hey guys, thanks for tuning into my video, and I'd like to do a short video here on the H&K, and this particular gun here is the H&K P30, and it is the V1 law enforcement model and chambered in the 9mm. And let me go ahead and open the box here. It's your standard little HK case. Okay, and there's the gun. You get all your directions and a fired cartridge in there. Get a little tool here, and you have the gun itself with the magazine in it, another magazine here. These are adjustable back straps it comes with for the back, and adjustable side panels. You get two sets of side panels for the gun, and the side panels go right in here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now and put the case to the side and take the gun out, and we'll go through some basic operation of it, some features, and so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take the gun out, lay this down, and here's the gun itself. And I'm going to go get a scale because we're gonna actually weigh it and get some different weights on the gun. So let me grab my scale. So let's go ahead and show you it's empty. Magazine out. Nothing in it. Empty gun. Okay. I'm going to put my scale here, and we will set it for the ounce mode, and we will put it in here without a magazine. Okay, without a magazine, the gun weighs 22.8 ounces. Now let's go ahead and put in the magazine. That's with a 15 round magazine. It weighs 26.05 ounces. I'll shut that off, and we will go through some of the features of the gun now. And let me pull that magazine out again in a minute. The P30, they make a few different models of this gun. They make a version 1 law enforcement, which this is. They make a version 2, I think a 3, and I think a 4. There's differences between all of them. The version 3, I believe, is a decocker, and it has the decocker on the back right here, and the safety. And I think it's an ambidextrous safety where you can move over. It's only on one side, but I think you can move it, and it has like a little white mark there, which means you can move it. What happened is H&K decided to come out with the law enforcement model for the law enforcement professionals. It wasn't really sold to the general public, mainly through your police departments and military and government people could buy the law enforcement model, which is what you're looking at right here. And let me go through some of the basics differences of it. Like all H&Ks, they are a light polymer and a very nice metal slide. In Germany, tritium night sights, the radioactive ones are illegal, so they use like a glow-in-the-dark type of dots on these. There's aftermarket ones you can buy, but from Germany you couldn't buy this. This gun is also made in Germany, as you can see. Okay, this is actually a new P30. Your P30s actually range anywhere from $950 to about $1,100. The law enforcement model might be a little bit more. I don't know. I know what I paid for it, but it's a rarer gun to get. Now let's go ahead and go through some of the features. You can see the magazine release is right here. See how that is? Let me just show you. It's ambidextrous. There's one on each side, one there. It has this type of magazine release. Some people like it, some people don't. But it's nice because you can grab it with that finger or this thumb, so it's not, it's apples and oranges. It has a 15 round magazine, okay, and it is a 9mm, and the magazines also are made in Germany. And you get two magazines. Well, that's the wrong magazine, but you got, where's the other magazine here? You get two magazines. There you are. I got so many guns laying around, half the time I don't even know what I have in front of me. Another feature on this gun, I'll put the magazines on the side, and this is the main feature of it, being the It's a double action. As you can see, if I shoot it, it's double action all day long. Now, the standard double action pull is 12.5 pounds. It's a little work. You can see you can see the break on that. Oh, yeah, get some work in your finger. But the whole purpose of this gun for law enforcement, let's say you go ahead and you put a magazine in, you rack it once. And you're going to see the surprising thing. If you rack that once, look at the pull of that trigger now. It's down to 4.5. And then again after that, it's 12. You're not going to have that anyway, because when you pull the trigger, it's going to rack. You're going to get that. It's going to rack. You're going to get that. It's going to rack. You're going to still have that 4.5 pound. In the cases you fire it, and for some reason it doesn't go off, then after that, that double action will come into play. Now you cannot add a decocker, and you cannot add a safety to this gun. As you can see, it's not there. It has the bobbed type hammer. You see that? Right? I cock it because it's easier to fire. But that is the brake right there. I'll show you. Right there's the brake on that gun. With the 12.5. That's the end travel there. And it breaks the same place, but that's the end travel. Here, the end travel is right about there. So the brake is much easier. The H&Ks, they come apart fairly easy. Okay. And really, some of them you have to have some strong fingers. So my fingers aren't that strong. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart and show you the takedown of this. Takedown is fairly easy, but being a new gun, I think it's a little stiff. You see this notch here? You need to line up. There's a notch in here with this, and you press on this little indent in here. That's all you got to press, so it's not out that far for your finger. You know, it's kind of, you really got to press in there. So you take the gun, and you would bring the slide back to about there. You see where that's kind of lining up? And then in the back of there, you would press. See, I'm pressing pretty hard. So what I usually just use is like this to pop it out. And then you would, I mean, they say what you're supposed to do, I think, is line that up, press a little, and pull it with your finger. But who's got strong fingers like that? Certainly not me. You could put this in there and pull it up, or however you want to do that. I guess you could do that. Now taking down the gun, you let go of the slide, and you pull it off. Here is basically the internals of the gun. That's all you got there. Pretty straightforward. Okay, and then the slide is basically, so your slide looks. We'll just get you a little closer, so I'm gonna pull off the guide rod and everything. Here's your guide rod. It's metal guide rod. Pretty simplistic design, if you ask me. It's not very complicated. There's the barrel, and that's pretty much everything. There's your extractor. Put the barrel back in. Put the recoil spring back in. It goes in something like that. It kind of just lays in there like that. And this is a buffer, recoil buffer. Put it back in. Have that out like that. Okay. Line up the gun. Make sure you line it up good. Make sure you line up these back rails here with it. Go all the way. Bring it down slowly. Hold your, okay, well, you got it right there. See, you got to hold that. And you just push that in. Let go. You're back together. That's pretty much the assembly of the gun, putting it back together. H&K, you know, it's a well-made product. I mean, they're good products. They charge a little bit more for them, but they're really nice guns. Like I say, I haven't really gone to the range with it, but I will be out to the range probably this week and try to get some firing. I don't even have any 9mm ammunition. I guess I'm going to have to buy some. I'll have to see what other, you know, equipment they make for this gun. You know, like lasers and things like that. I don't know what else they make for them. And what I'm really trying to do now is I'm trying to scale down to some of the different guns. I don't want a lot of the big guns. I'd rather have a more practical gun. And for me, this 15 round, 16 in the hull, good quality gun. Glocks are good too, but I like this this trigger action on this. Let me drop that magazine again. So, you know, I know where the brake is going to be. It's a real light brake, but it's a real long pull. So, you know, if you get this, you know, you're not going to break it there. You know, you really have to pull on this trigger to get that to break. So, I really wouldn't worry about accidental discharges or anything with it. But like I say, this is one way you can tell a version 1. There won't be any decocker here. Okay, it's a totally different frame, and the frame is just designed totally different. The way his gun is designed, so it's not going to have that. And I have noticed just in dry firing, like, you know, putting dummy rounds in it, when I take it and rack it back, that brass or those empty bullets fly straight out that way. I don't think it's going to be a problem of them hitting me or anything. But I know when I get this baby on the range, if anybody has any, you know, feedback on it, let me know. H&K, you know, they make some damn good products. I had an H&K 45. I had an H&K USP 45. I love my H&K 45. I got rid of it. Don't know. I wouldn't mind buying another H&K. I wouldn't mind buying like an H&K 45 USP. No, an H&K 45 Tactical or something. But I already have two 45s. I probably might get rid of one of them and have another H&K. But I wanted to show you that. Let me know what you think. There's a lot of misconception out there. I've seen a few videos people have, and they're saying they hate the crappy trigger pull on this. This is, with the law enforcement model, the V1, this is really a great trigger pull. I mean, you're only at 4.5 pounds, and, you know, let me take that out again. Look at that pull. Let me give you a real good close-up on here. Take a look at this here. Okay, get that. See that? It doesn't break. I'm going to show you where this trigger breaks. Right there. See that? And then from there, it stops there. And then the brake is down there. So the brake is the same place, but this is your resistance here. And then if you go like this, that's where your resistance is. So you really have to pull on this trigger. So that's really nice. It would be a nice combat gun, a self-defense gun. This is, you know, just replacing one of my guns. Like I say, I'm getting rid of some of my not very practical guns, and I want to stick with some of the expensive ones, which if I ever sell, I can get the money out of them. I actually, this is a new gun that I traded, so I think I made a real good choice, and I like it too. It has the rail on the bottom for like a laser. I could pop on something like, I don't know, I haven't tried the NC Star. Let's see how they fit. They really fit the Glocks good. Let's see how they are on the H&Ks. They're pretty good too. They fit that really good on the H&K. That fits really good, and it's reachable on your finger. Yeah, pretty much reachable. And how far does it go back? Yeah. So that's really not bad. Clicks on the first, so you know that actually is not bad either. But this is the H&K P30 9mm version 1 law enforcement model. So thanks for looking at the video. Tell me what you think of this particular gun. If you know, you've heard good news about it, bad news about it, you know, I'd really, you know, like to hear your reports on it. And thanks a lot for viewing the video, and have a great day, guys. Thanks a lot.